Hi, Shane here from Gillen Motorhomes down in Avoca in Wicklow. Just going to do another one of my walk around videos of this newly arrived in 2024 Forster 699. Okay, now for people who've watched my videos before, I've had this model of van a couple of times. It's very popular. It's actually one of my favourite little layouts. It's not too long. It's got my favourite bed, which is what I call the 2.5 beds. I just didn't want to put up an old video for a different type of van, so I said we'll do the video for this actual van. Okay, I'm going to do a very quick walk around. As I said, this is a 2024 in from the continent. Obviously, it's left-hand drive, normal car license, and it's 6.9 meters long. It's built on the new Fiat Ducato 2.2. Okay, and I think on this one there's a little over 30,000 kilometers on it. Nothing horrendous. Okay, it's in cracking order. Really good. I'm going to walk around to the right side here, and you'll see no marks, no dings, nothing like that. All good. As I said, it's built on the Fiat Ducato, the new 2.2, and straight away you can see it already comes with the alloy wheels, which is nice. Not all of them do. But it's nice to have. They do look that little bit nicer. Okay, so now why I like these Foresters, again, I've explained this before. Forester is made in the same factory as Roller Team. They're basically rebadged Roller Teams, and as such they're timber free. Okay, that's why I really like them. Yes, you do have to mind them, you do have to do hab checks and stuff like that, but there's no timber in the walls, in the floor. Yes, the timber in the furniture, but in the actual construction, and they've been doing that a long time now. I think they're doing it since 2015 or something like that. So it's really a great bonus to have for the ongoing maintenance of the van. It's just one less thing to be less worried about. That said, okay, let's walk down the right hand side. As I said, it's already on the alloys. It's not a huge van, it's a nice size. It's 6.9, it's just under 7 meters long. They're not massive, but there's plenty of room. This has 4 belts and it has 4 beds. Okay. Again, awning has already been fitted. Okay, one less thing to worry about. And I like about these and the Roller Teams, they have a nice big wide hab door. There's no electric step to worry about. That's built into the floor, so it's just a small step up, but it's fixed. Again, one less thing to worry about. What else can I tell you on the right hand side here? Okay, they're just the fridge vents, and again, this is one of the reasons why I like these. Let's have a quick look in the garage. Okay, humongous garage. So I'm going to step back here so you can get a good look at it now. It's really stupidly big. Okay, comfortably you will get 4 if not 5 bikes in there. It's really big. I'd almost stand up on it. Okay, and to the right there you have, I'll show you, we have a double gas locker. Okay, nice, handy, loads of room. Again, all the normal stuff in here, like there's lights and power and stuff like that. But it's huge spot. Now, coming around to the back, we already have a 2 bike rack fitted. I'm fairly sure if that's the Pro C, which I think it is, that can be upgraded. You can buy kits and that can be upgraded to 4. It's just a matter of buying 2 more rails and 2 more extension bits, and away you go. So that can be upgraded to 4. Again, it's got reversing camera already done, so that's one less thing to worry about. As I said, it's in really good order. So I'll quickly run around to the left hand side. Not a whole lot to show you. Okay, double access, so great, if you're loading big bulky things in there. And there's all just the normal stuff, electric hookup, your water, stuff like that. But nothing really too out of this world. But it's in cracking order. It needs nothing. I have to check I don't think it's due a service, but if it is, we're going to service it. Of course, we're going to check it from top to bottom. If it needs anything, it'll get it. Okay, I'm going to pause here and we shall pop inside and have a quick look around. Okay, here we are back inside, or I should say inside. So this is a fairly standard layout, okay? Comfortably, you will seat 4, maybe 5 people around this table. So this table will move out and swivel and turn. Obviously, the 2 chairs at the front turn to face. And then you have another seat here. And then I'll show you if I come around here. There are your 2 traveling seats, okay? So it'll travel 4. There's belts for 4. But, you know, you'll seat 4 or 5 people around the table. And it'll sleep 4 as well. So, really nice. Again, I'll show you, if I step back here, an electric drop-down bed. Well, take that down a little bit so you can see it in action. And it's not a bad size bed either. And the thing I like about these is when they are down, it's actually very airy. It's open. It's not claustrophobic. Some of the ones over the cabs I'm not a big fan of because you can feel a bit claustrophobic, but those ones don't be. Now you have to get into that via a ladder, okay, but that's fairly normal. Again, I like the Foresters because they finished them a little bit nicer. You have this gloss white on the cabinets. On this one you have the faux leather, which is cream and brown. Looks really nice. Move that down there so you can see. There we go. And I'll show you the seats over here as well. So it's done in the, there we go, that's a little bit better. So it's done in this faux leather. Again, there isn't a mark in it. It's in great order, absolutely cracking order. So you've loads of storage. You've storage under the bed. You've storage up there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause and we'll just shoot down and have a look at the bedroom. Now, for people who've watched my videos before, I've said this numerous times. This is my favorite bed layout. There's no compromise when you're doing this. You can get an infill cushion for here, but I would never use it. Because one, then you have to use a ladder to get up into the bed. But when it's in this configuration, I think it's brilliant. Couple of reasons. One, you have a huge garage, which you saw earlier on in the video. 2, when you're lying down in the bed like that and you have the infill cushion in like it's there, it feels like you're lying in a massive big double bed. You're not going to fall out of it or anything like that. But for anyone with who has maybe slight difficulties getting in and out of bed, all you do is swing your legs down and you step out straight onto the floor here. It's absolutely brilliant. So there's no difficulty, but as I said, it feels like you're lying in a massive big bed. Then the extras on top of that is you get loads of storage. So in here you have oodles of storage, and over this side you have an even bigger spot with hanging space. Okay, so you have a wardrobe as well. You have more storage in under the floor here for shoes and stuff like that. Hope you can see that. The camera wants to behave. See if we can get it to pan down. Wrong way. So there, so you have more storage there. So really, as I said, this is my favorite layout of bed. I call it the 2.5. I'm not actually 100% sure what the proper name for it is, but it's my favorite type of bed. Now, I'm going to pull back here again, and what we'll do is we'll go around to the right and show you. Okay, here we are at the bathroom and shower. Or I should say toilet and shower. Okay, so as you can see in this, I like this bathroom because on a lot of vehicles of this size you can have a very cramped bathroom. This one doesn't feel like it. It actually feels like you have a separate toilet here and a separate shower because that door pulls over. I don't know. They've done a little bit of jiggery pokery with the layout, and it's really nice. As I said, when you're in a shorter 7-meter vehicle, sometimes the toilets can feel a bit cramped. This doesn't. Okay, so as I said, your toilet is here to the right. A few little bits and bobs. Again, more storage up above here. If I can get the camera to behave itself. There we go. So more storage up there. And then you have the separate shower, and it's got a full door that pulls across, so it keeps the two of them completely separate. Okay, so I'm going to put back out of here. Now we'll have a quick look at the kitchen. So all these Forsters come with these large Thetford fridges. They're great. Obviously the 3-way automatic fridge. They're great. There's loads of room in them. Up that over. That's a freezer up the top, and then you've loads of storage. Okay. Again, moving back, have a little look, and you have. Okay, so you have your double ring with splashback. You have the high gloss splashback around there. I think I have all the lights on. Yeah, I do, for once. And then nice big large sink with cover. Okay, really practical, really nice. And again, it's finished in the gloss white, so it just makes it seem a little bit nicer. You have, again, oodles of storage under the sink. There, and down there, and there. Okay, so absolutely oodles of storage. They really think about what they've done here. Last thing I want to show you is, again, the hab door as you come in. Nice big wide hab door. I mentioned it earlier on. Also, it's got a built-in fly screen. Okay, so you have nothing to worry about there. And this comes with the Truma combi gas heating and hot water. Very standard. Don't give a whole lot of trouble. They're brilliant. Okay, you can probably see that there on the video. So I'm going to pause it quickly, and then I'll pop up to the cab and have a quick look. So here we are in the cab. Okay. First thing to note, it's got all the built-in blinds. So it's got the Remus blinds on the side windows and on the front. Again, not always there, but nice to have. It's got a Android Auto head unit, and there's the reversing camera separate to it. Again, it's all nice to have. You can do your phone kit. You can connect your phone to that, and it'll do Google Maps and all through that. So, and it's actually wired separately. So the radio, watch, I can show you. We can actually switch the radio on when it's when the vehicle's off. So that's radio is running off the leisure battery. Nice little touch. Car's got all the normal mod cons. It's got cab aircon, cruise control, speed limiting, all the stuff the Fiat Ducato has. So that's pretty much that. I'm going to take one more little pause, and then what I'll do is I'll go outside and we'll wrap up the video. Okay, that concludes the quick walk around video. Hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I've had this model of vehicle many times. It's probably one of the most popular ones. As I said, the bed is my personal favourite. If I was buying a van in the morning or I'd won one, that's what I would take. Just as a recap, so this is a 2024 vehicle, normal car license, just under 7 meters long, 6.99, and it's left-hand drive. There's a little over 30,000 kilometers on it, but it's in cracking order. I'm trying to think any other little things I need to tell you. As I said, I mentioned it earlier on in the video. Reason why I like these is they're timber-free construction. You know, please God, it'll be a long time before you have to worry about anything like that. But it's nice to know. It's one less thing to be worried about. Lastly, or a couple of things. I always forget to mention this on the end of the videos, but I keep doing it. On Google Maps, and I think even on our website, it says we are open Monday to Friday. We're not. If you want to come along and see this at the weekend or an evening, just give me a call or drop me a text. There's no problem. If I'm around, absolutely no problem. We'll come and you can come and have a look. And lastly, hope you liked the video. If you did, maybe you consider giving us a like. Or if you're looking for vans and this is not the exact one you're looking for, maybe consider giving us a subscribe to the channel, because what we do is when we get new vans in, we put videos up almost immediately on YouTube, and that way you'll get notified of what we have coming in. Okay, as I said, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please give us a call in the garage, 085 810 9930, and thanks for watching.